Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying some new drugstore makeup products with you guys. It's not a full face. I am going to be filming like a full face of new Maybelline products really soon. I'm just waiting for a few more products to come in. A few of these products I have used a few times, so I do have a little bit of an opinion about them. And I'm coming to you guys like with my base products already done, my foundation, concealer, powder. So for my foundation today, I just used the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint. I mix shades 118 and 110 together to get like my perfect shade. So that is the foundation. For my concealer, I'm using the Natasha Denona High Glam, and this is in the shade N2. I do like to set it with a powder just to keep it from creasing, and my favorite under eye setting powder is this L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection, just the translucent light. And I set everything on my face with the Morphe Cloud Light in the shade Dawn, which is such a beautiful luminous setting powder. I had to like kind of touch up my T-zone a little bit with the Maybelline loose setting powder just to kind of knock down a little bit of that glow, because sometimes it's a little too intense for the camera, but I always feel like it looks much better in person. One of the first things that I'm going to use that I picked up, this is the e.l.f. Micro Fine Brow Pencil, and it's supposed to have a really fine tip on it. This is in the shade Deep Brown. This is what the packaging looks like here. And I do like the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, but this is supposed to be even more fine than that, which it does look to be like a really, really skinny micro pencil here. Yeah, you can definitely tell a big difference here. So Ultra Precise over here. So definitely a pretty big difference. It's got the spoolie on the opposite side, and I'm assuming that the other shades, like the pencils, are the color of what the product is inside. This is the first time that I'm using this product. Seems like it's transferring on the brows really easily. And I mean, you can get really thin like brow hair strokes with this. Pretty similar to like the Maybelline Build-A-Brow, which is a pen product, where this is a pencil, but I do kind of think maybe with the Maybelline Build-A-Brow you can get finer like strokes with it, which would make sense since it's a pen, but yeah, it was really easy to use. Like it transferred, which I know that e.l.f. has a brow pen, and I've tried that one and I really do not like that. I don't know if it was just the one that I bought, but I just felt like the product had a really hard time showing up or coming off of the pen. So I don't know. Have you guys used the e.l.f.? I don't know exactly what it's called, but like their brow pen. Have you all used that yet? Have you had the same experience as me that you didn't like it? I don't know. It just did not compare to the Maybelline Build-A-Brow, so. Just initial application with this, I do like it better than the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. You can get more hair-like strokes with it, and it was just really easy to use and get in there and fill in my brows where I needed them. So I would rate this like 5 out of 5. I really like this. The next new things that I picked up were some of the new Covergirl, like the TruBlend skin enhancers. I got the baked bronzers and a baked blush, and I actually ordered another baked blush, but it's not here yet. But I was getting tired of waiting for it to show up, so I just figured I'd use the one. The Toasted Butterscotch has a little bit more like pinky kind of rosy undertones in it there, and this really reminds me of either the Laura Geller baked bronzers and blushes, or like the Hourglass baked products like this. I think it kind of reminds me more of the Laura Geller, just because I know she has like kind of swirls like this in her products, and I've never used any of her products before, but I have really been curious about her stuff. And the other one in Honey Bun kind of has some more golden shades in it. I mean, this still looks pretty on me, but I don't know. There's something about the toasted butterscotch that I like better than Honey Bun. So anyway, I'm just using this Sigma F30. And I think there's like 4 or 5 different shades in this range of baked bronzers. I mean, the finish on this is gorgeous. It is so, so pretty. I really, really like this product so much. I wish that more brands would have baked products like this, because I just think they look so beautiful on the skin, really natural. And I love how it's got like that mix of different shades marbled into the product. It's like now we just need CoverGirl to come out with some baked highlighters in this line, the way that Essence has like their baked highlighters. But have any of you guys tried these CoverGirl baked bronzers or blushes? Are they comparable to the Laura Geller ones? Like, let us know if you've used both. So it is just like a subtle glow. It's nothing like too intense. So I hope you can see it there on the skin. So I really love this. And then the blush that I ended up getting is Strawberry Drizzle, which there are some really pretty colors in this. Like there's one that's like a purple, which I do want to get that one. I got like the more natural colored one, like the mauve one that still hasn't arrived yet. But this is just so pretty. Like the marbling in mine, like it's really heavily concentrated in this coral kind of shade, but I did use this the other day and it's really intense and such a pretty like corally pink shade. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of this blush in the spring and summer. I mean, even now it kind of gives you like that rosy cheeks, but just maybe like a slightly warmer version of that than just like a straight berry. But like, as you can see, it's got like a nice shimmer built into it. So, I mean, you don't really even need a highlight. And then I'm just going to go back with my makeup sponge and kind of blend. So I really love these CoverGirl TruBlend skin enhancers. I think they are so good. I want to get some more of the blushes. Like I want to get that purple one now, but the bronzers and the blush, you cannot go wrong with these. They are so, so beautiful. I did get some new eyeshadow products from Maybelline, the shadow drips. I'm still waiting on a few other shades because I ordered several different shades, like all the shades in the range. But maybe I should use one of these today, even though I'm going to be doing like a little bit more in-depth review of those when I do the Maybelline, like full face of Maybelline. But I'm really, really curious about this color here. This is in Silver Drip. So let's just use this today all over the lids. I wasn't planning on using any of these Maybelline products because I wanted to save it for that other video. But since I'm going to have a few of these and I'm not going to be able to try them all in that video, might as well use this one in this video. So this just has a lot of tiny little glitters in it, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of payoff like on the lid. Like it just kind of gives you more of just like that piecey glitter look on the eye, which I know is really pretty. I love the way that looks. I know this isn't a new product, but I want to deepen my lash line. So I'm going to be going in with this dark brown shadow. This is from Tarte, and it's from like their Tartelette and Bloom palette in the shade Activist. So I'm just going to smudge this here at my lash line. Like I said, just to kind of deepen this up, and I want to create a little bit of like a wing out here. Like a subtle wing. If I do more of like a no eyeshadow makeup look like this, I always like to add a little something to my lash line just to give my eyes a little bit of definition. And I have never tried just the regular Panorama from L'Oreal, but they had like these special colored ones, and this is in the Burgundy shade. I think it might be deep burgundy. I can't really read this, but it's their burgundy one. I need reading glasses. So this is what the brush, almost dropped it. This is what the brush looks like if you haven't seen like the Panorama brush before. And as you can see, it's like a really pretty burgundy. I have not used this yet, so I'm really curious to see what I think about it. Like, I love just the regular Voluminous in burgundy that they have, like their deep burgundy. And this is basically the same shade as that, so. I do feel like it's given my lashes pretty good volume and length. And it's just a really subtle burgundy shade. I mean, it's not anything crazy. It just ends up looking more like a brown, which I really enjoy since I'm a deep autumn and seasonal color analysis. Like, technically I'm supposed to use mascaras that are like this color or like a dark brown and not black, but I love a good black mascara. But I do think that this helps to enhance brown eyes a little bit more, and it also makes green eyes pop, or like hazel. Are some of these new Revlon Super Lustrous Ultra lipsticks, and the packaging on these are so beautiful with like the glitters. I think they launched 8 or 10 new shades. I'll have to pop it up on screen because I can't completely remember. And I heard that these are just exclusive to Ulta. So I did order these from Ulta, so maybe they are. Okay, I think I'm gonna try some of the lighter ones first, which they're not super light. But the first shade that I have here is in 005 Rosewood, and this is a cream. So this is what the lipstick looks like there. So like the shape on this is a little bit different than their standard super lustrous lipsticks. Like this reminds me of like their old school Color Burst. Do you guys remember those lipsticks? They came in like a quilted packaging. I swear like those were like this sort of shape where they were flattened. So this is in the shade Rosewood, which I think that they said this was supposed to be like a cool toned or neutral color. I know it's not warm, though to me it does seem like a little bit of a warm shade. I think that this formula is a little bit more like creamy or a bit more intense than their regular super lustrous. Like it just seems a little bit more opaque, like in one swipe. But like I said, this is in the color Rosewood. It's a really pretty color. It's a good everyday, like darker brown, sort of nude, which is definitely the shades that I'm into right now. Okay, the next one is in 007 Sedona. And this one is a warm brown nude. So it's kind of in the same range as that first one in Rosewood. This one's a warm toned brown nude. And I did compare this one to Rum Raisin from Revlon, and it's really similar. So if you like Rum Raisin, you might really like this one. But if you have Rum Raisin, maybe you don't even need this one. Like, let me compare this one to Rum Raisin just so you can see. Okay, so here's Sedona, here's Rum Raisin. So this one might be a little bit more warm toned, and this one might be a little bit more cool. And then let's swatch Rosewood. So Rosewood, Sedona, Rum Raisin. So they're all relatively like similar-ish, just slight differences. And the last one that I have to show you guys today is the shade in 012 Blackberry. So here is Blackberry. This is also really beautiful. It's like a more intense version of that Sedona color. So I have Blackberry swatched here. So there are all of those swatched. I think all of these are so beautiful. And they just feel really nice and comfortable on the lips, just like any other Revlon lipstick. So I think I do prefer the shape of just like their regular bullet lipsticks. Like I like this shape better than that more flat. I don't know, maybe some people like the way that these are shaped and find them easier to apply, but I almost feel like I'm gonna like press too hard and break the lipstick off. I don't know. And I feel like it's harder for me to do like my little bow here, which you think it would be easier, but maybe I'm just used to like their standard lipsticks. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this trying new drugstore makeup. Are you all gonna pick up any of these new products? Are you interested in any of these? I think like my favorites out of what I tried today are the Revlon lipsticks for sure. And definitely these CoverGirl TruBlend skin enhancers, like the baked blushes and bronzers. I hope that you all have a great day. I hope that you're having a great holiday season still. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.